Happy Star Wars Day to you folks. I apologize. I know we were set to do this much earlier today, and life gets in the way, but I refuse to let it completely derail the train. Things definitely were a little crazy today. Mags was supposed to join us. I told her that she didn't need to worry about that because I kind of put her off. But she was going to be with us. I don't know if she can pop in or not. But here's the thing: in an age where Obi-Wan's getting ready to drop and everyone's really distracted with all the negativity that surrounds all of that, I didn't want to just kind of ignore what a great and glorious experience it was growing up with Star Wars. It really is truly just an amazing feat and what's an amazing experience to live through. And I just kind of wanted to touch on a couple stories and a couple things quickly. The first is just to let everybody know that this was a film that kind of came out of nowhere. Like nobody really expected it to become kind of what everybody thinks of it as now, right? So let me see. This is 1976. This is the first Comic-Con. This article is actually from last year. This has been posted a couple of different places and that kind of thing, but I wanted you to see the image and stuff that goes along with it. Because I didn't see this until obviously much older. Which, by the way, I was called old. So I don't appreciate it very much, but let's see. Hang on, what's going on? Here we go. Oh my goodness, excuse me. I'm so sorry. This is a tweet that they'd come out with, and don't know if we can we get this to properly or not. We'll see if it'll play nice. Let me stop this. Yeah, everything kind of turned into a mess. So I apologize. I had sort of like certain prep done, and then I had time, and then everything kind of turned into a mess. And I don't want to live there. So I didn't want to harp on it, but I wanted to just kind of share a few things with you to give you some scope and perspective of what happened 45 years ago. They can have May 4th. They can say Revenge of the 5th. They can do all of that. But today is the day that basically everything changed. Everything changed this day 45 years ago. So this was a tweet that was done and shows you what it was like. This was the first screening at Tampa Comic-Con. Roy Thomas and Howard Chaykin did this. There it is. Now, for some of you, you have no idea what you're even looking at, right? So Princess Leia is on a screen. It's like, what is the screen? So back in the day, there was what was a projector. And this is a metal frame, right? It goes around and it has this thing that you push up like this. And then at the bottom is where this big metal box is, and you pull it, and that's where the screen is. It goes on a little hook. That's the first screening of Star Wars in a franchise that's full of special effects. And you think about ILM and Lucasfilm and sound and all this amazing stuff. Could you imagine this is your first experience sitting in a room, probably half full, maybe third full, who knows, in 1976? It's just crazy to me. This is what it was like. And, these two sort of legends sat here and was like, oh my gosh, let's take all this in. And it was something unique and different that people hadn't seen before. Because up until this point, look at this folding chair, like a little meeting room. Vader's on screen, obviously. That's crazy, isn't it? It is to me anyway. The film, of course, blew up before there was really like a main sort of reaction to everything. Like it just become completely crazy for from the time that it and I think the thing is that you have to remember is that they did this debut, this premiere with Star Wars, and this is the Chinese theater, and you can see just the chaos. This is people waiting to get in, by the way. Those are people. It looks almost like trees when you're in this black and white photo. It looks like trees. Those are people waiting to see this. back then, there are no like multiplex cinemas yet. So when people saw this, they're like, "Oh my gosh, what could this possibly mean?" I was blessed. I was able to see this film multiple times in the theater. But when you see, C3PO and R2D2 and Vader show with this premiere, those kind of photographs, that kind of a PR, it ignited the science fiction fantasy genre people. It ignited our imaginations. It changed us. We were just so thrilled. And then to see it in the theater, the way the Millennium Falcon in particular looked, oh goodness, it was just truly a spectacular thing. It really, really was. So I wanted to share that. I'm not going to go very long here. I'm just going to stop in a minute. Let me close that one. So it was interesting how much the genius of Lucas is also like the happy accident thing, right? I want to pause this video. I'm going to show you this video. I already sneezed. I didn't want to cough on you as well. Because the toys were such a large part of this phenomenon because it captured the kids. So you think about the amazing success that Disney and Pixar has had. It's in large part because parents take their kids and kids want to see it and they want to see it multiple times. This is a trailer. This is a trailer. Where's my brain? This is a commercial that came out. And this is 1977. This is the early bird toys. Look at the size. It's like this little tiny thing. Most of our figures at this point were like GI Joes, right? So they're 12 inches. There were Megos, there were stuff like that, but most of the things we had were pretty big. This was completely different because you could have a ship that the little guys would fit in. Anyway, so this is one of the first commercials. Look at them lining them all up. This is the early bird toy. You'll see the box in a minute. For any of you that are diehard collectors, you'll know exactly what this is. Look at the early bird. They got the little kids playing with all of our little 70s outfits. That's how we all looked. So this is the telescoping lightsaber. For those of you that have never seen or don't know, back then, there were no little lightsabers that were held in a hand. It actually had like a tube. So underneath the arm, there's a little lever, and you pushed it, and it would slide out. Not yet available. This is what you basically are getting. You're getting this box. And this ad, I remember the ad was in like a Sears catalog, and that was what you were doing. You're trying to get your family to get this for you for Christmas. And it was so silly in so many ways to think that we're going to ask for basically an empty box. It's just a piece of paper, and you got your figures. So you get this box, and this early bird set. Look at this, February 1st and June 1st. This is after the film. So this is actually going to be something that you would get in early 1978. Keep that in mind, that the PR for Star Wars, which runs through all of 1977 into Oscar season at the holidays, that they roll out the toy campaign because they can't get toys made fast enough. There are documentaries on all of this, and it is sort of shocking. Like what is what? And it's like, yeah, this is stuff that you were basically now cementing your footprint in 1978, a whole year later, with this kind of stuff, with kids wanting this stuff. It's truly a remarkable, like, sort of happy accident. Let me just show you an example. I don't know who had these that would keep them, that didn't destroy them, because Lord knows I did. I destroyed mine. I don't remember the box as much. I probably didn't even keep the box. This is an actual box. Sealed box. Look at that. Almost $13,000. So this is actually a sealed one. I don't think I've ever seen a sealed sealed one in person. In a plastic case, they closed it. You can see that. And there's the sticker, $8. I think it's what that says. Make sure I got that right. I think it's at $8. Yeah, $8. It was like $8 and maybe 50 cents or something like that. And I can't see the name of the company. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, that is something, isn't it? That's what the box looked like. These are the first action figures. Look at that. So the phenomenon goes on. And of course, they added trading cards, the Wonder Bread cards, where they had like each loaf of Wonder Bread had one card. They came out with trading card series, different colors, and they had puzzles and different teases on all the cards. The toys were such a big phenomenon that you were just scouring places trying to find figures that you didn't have or to get more. I always wanted more Stormtroopers. The main stores would just sell out of everything as fast as they would get them. So if you went to, like, for me, it was like Kmart and Zare and Sears. Those are the kind of stores. Montgomery Ward's, those kind of the mainstream stores, that it was always picked through. There's hardly anything left. So you would be going to like the drugstores with your family. Like, you know, it's like as a kid, you were thinking to yourself, why on earth would you want to go? And I was like, well, because I want to pick through all the Star Wars stuff and find figures and toys and stuff I don't have, and then beg that you can get them. That continued, and this all went on. Like I said, that takes us to 78. More toys are coming. The waves of toys are coming. And on the card, you're always seeing the tease, a perfect marketing advertisement with the toys, because it would always be like, here's the pictures of these toys, and it'd be like the next set. You would always see which ones you had. I remember marking off ones I had or didn't have. It's crazy. So, yeah, it was just such a phenomenon. It continues, obviously, with Empire. Empire was even better of a film. Like, it's just a better film. So anyway, as you can tell, I'm having a sniffing, sneezing, coughing, achy, stuffy head mess of a day and crazy stories that I don't really want to get into, but I didn't want to derail just doing something to pay homage. You can see I wore my Smuggler's Bounty shirt of Vader. Just paying homage to a film that transformed not just my life, but obviously filmmaking, fandom, those kinds of things. And I think we should take pause. We got to celebrate and celebrate in the right light, not get caught up and consumed by the what ifs for the show that's not even dropped yet. So anyway, thanks for your patience and tolerance. If you're watching this, I do apologize if you were expecting mags or expecting a long, drawn-out live stream. That's not going to be the case today. We just did this, and that'll be all for today. And I appreciate your patience and love and support. This has been a crazy experience, and it's been great to reminisce with you a little bit about the Star Wars process for me. So that's a little bit of the story. I'm sure there'll be more. Will come out in other conversations, but that's all for now. So thanks. I'm Pops.